It's Monday morning and we're headed back for another day of digging with the machine. And I thought this might take a little longer than usual, and that's why we started early, because of that rock, and it is taking longer. Usually we can dig all the footings and do the grade stakes and do the steel all in one day, not on this one. What do we do about that? This took longer than we expected, and there is a clause in our contract stating that if we run into rock, if we have to dig the footings deeper than 2 feet or wider than 2 feet, that gives us the right as the contractor to charge more money if we feel like we need to. We're not going to on this one. It's going to take one extra day, that's fine. The real reason for that is to keep people from wanting to build a house off the edge, and then we get into like a week or two of digging footings that are 20 feet deep or something crazy, and then having to put way more concrete in those footings to build them up or make them stable. So that's the business end. We're going to go get back to digging. Cardinal coffee. Yo!
Yo!
Oh, you look like an Eskimo. Nice hat, bub.
It's cold out here, bro.
Listen, we need to get the Tahoe and this bad boy parked up the hill unless you want to get blocked in for the rest of the day.
Why?
They're going to dig the power in. I never know when they're coming, so they just showed up. I got block coming in a second, so up the hill. This video is brought to you by Geomax, and we've got one of their rotary lasers here. This is what we're going to use today to set the grade pins, check our slope on the whole site to make sure water's running off. So having a rotary laser to do this kind of work is super crucial. Probably the nicest one I've ever owned. It's got a really wide range on the reader. Look at that, Jason. Like, wow. I don't know, is that 5 inches or more? That's going to make it easy. Feel this. It's stout.
Wow.
Oh, I hope it's stout. And look at this. It came with Energizer industrial batteries, which I never see. Usually it's like Fujifilm batteries or something.
Or batteries not included.
Or batteries not included. That was amazing when I opened it. And also another thing, this is just things when I unboxed it. This is kind of a replay. See this?
Was that a manual?
Yeah, but it's waterproof. So it's actually built to last the life of the tool. So you have the instructions. That was just a few of the small things that just caught my eye, besides what this thing will actually do. I want to mention also it comes with a really nice remote, so that if you're running a machine, you can adjust your laser, check that it's set right. You can turn it on and off to save power. This laser is of course self-leveling up to about 5 degrees. You have to set it at that. But then you can adjust and shoot grade, which is not level. And this one will actually shoot grade in 2 directions. So if you have fall going 2 ways, it'll actually shoot a plane like that, which is pretty awesome. If you're gonna be doing any kind of building, whether it be grading or building the structure, I would recommend getting a rotary laser. It's gonna make your life a lot easier. Your end product's gonna be way better. Thanks to Geomax for sponsoring this video. Make sure to check out the link in our description for a full line of their products. I think you'll like them.
All right, the special one that Jamie requested.
Oh, the special one. What's so special about it?
There's only one kind of porta-john I like. And it's this one right here. It's the brown. It's the brown.
It's the brown one?
Yeah, that's the one I like the best.
Okay.
He likes that toilet that sits in the corner.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
it's catty corner. There's lots of space in there. It's really roomy.
It's not hitting the wall.
Oh yeah, it's the best.
All right, we'll get her positioned where you want it, all
It's
right?
the best.
What do you think? Just put it against
I'm thinking put it where we can open the door and just look at the view.
Yeah, we just take the door off.
Hey man, we don't want the tank thing to go over the bank here.
No.
I could be on YouTube again. Yeah. Executive John.
Look at all this floor space. It's amazing.
Pro tip for running this stick is that if you're almost down to grade but the laser isn't hitting the reader yet, you can lean the stick over just a little bit to see if you're getting close. And by the way, you also have to run the stick straight up and down if you want it to be accurate.
Hang on.
So if you're new to running an excavator, what I was doing to get through this rock work and what I found worked best was to go at it from different angles. So you find like the grain of the rock and you try to get your teeth hooked under that and pow, pop it out. Jason was helping direct me. He was like, here, 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 here. And so that was the only way we could get through this rock. Like just scraping with the grain, nothing. It just was like, just dust. How many of these reference pins did we lose is the question.
I think we lost half of them.
Okay.
So
That's why we put them on every corner, I
if
guess.
it's possible, I think we got enough left to get it back.
Yeah.
We also lost about half of our pier locations.
I mean, that's no big deal, though.
I don't know why we even marked them.
Well, those are good.
Dude, John's got to look like a baseball field over there.
Yeah.
I don't even feel like digging through that. It looks so good.
That is pretty over there. So we're gonna pull all of our string lines back to the reference pins we have, reset the ones we don't. We're gonna check that where we dug is actually gonna make the foundation land square on it. If it's not, we may have to kind of scrape some edges and widen it or straighten the runs.
Can't say runs.
It's good there.
All right, now what are you going to do here there, bub? We don't have our, we're missing our stake.
I'm gonna pull in 3 feet, put a little dot on the line, then I'm gonna pull past 3 feet, and that's where that's gonna go. As long as you don't lose all of them, you can put them back. If you lose them all, then
You're in trouble.
I'll tick 3 feet on there. That worked. Right there. And I'm gonna guess right there. Wow, that was a good guess. So, now we got it back. Uh-oh. Better get Jesse. How do they hit water like immediately?
They shut it off. It was coming up way up here.
Yeah, get that off there for you. Know what that is?
Is it a grill set?
Milwaukee.
It's got usually like a spatula and some tongs in it?
No, it's a grease gun. It's a grease gun with a battery. Let's grease up Mr. Hampton's equipment for him. Look at that.
Wow!
Yeah. Look, there's the other half of the pit crew down there.
I'm the pump man, the gas guy.
He's gonna be there like 45 minutes with that safety can.
Okay.
That's right. Those suck.
Started super fast.
Yeah, I can't get this off.
All right, we're done for the day.
I think we'll just leave it. I don't think it'd be a problem.
Oh man, you got my
I didn't do
mama's gloves,
I
dude.
didn't do it. What are we trying to accomplish here? Bro, we've been here for 4 minutes and look at us already. Like, I feel like I've
want
been.
anything to do
Look
with
at
that
your
grease
hat.
gun, dude.
Look at it's on my jacket.
Yeah, I'm not doing that, bro.
Look at my hands, bro. Look like a mechanic.
That's the only that's the only Milwaukee tool I do not want.
Ooh, man, that shoveling put a hurt on you. Wow.
That was his rake. That was a Zen rake that got him. Dude, you have such girl hands.
You're about to get punched with a girl hand. Right now we're gonna set the grade pins for our concrete footings all around this footing, and we'll set them about every 4 feet. It's just a piece of rebar. We put them in with the laser so that the top of them is all level, and then we'll pour concrete to the top of that so the footing is all level. Makes sense, right?
How about that?
Yeah, so, and we're gonna set the laser up in the center of the foundation today because there's no machinery running around in here. And just as a general practice, that's a more accurate way to do it. So if there was any variance in the laser line you were shooting, it would be off equally in all directions and it wouldn't affect the footing. Whereas if I had the laser like 100 feet that way, it would gradually become more and more of an error. Yeah, and by the way, this GeoMax laser, it's good for a 3,000 foot radius.
3,000?
Yeah, so we could do a lot bigger project than we're doing
Holy
here.
cow.
We only need about a, 100 foot radius to do what we're doing today. So set it up.
Yeah, ride that thing.
It is so hard in here.
It is. We're just trying to get the feet kind of nestled down into
Yeah,
a spot.
usually you knock them into there, no problem. But I mean, this is a really cool feature I just want to show. Has beam masking, and I've got it set to where the laser doesn't shine through this glass panel or this glass panel, and I'm not sure how it does it, but it's still coming out of the other ones. And that's if you had neighbors or something where you didn't want to blind somebody in, this general direction with your equipment.
So we should be 16.6
16.6 to the outside of block.
right there.
Yep, that looks good.
I think we're all right with that.
Wait, are you on the pin?
I'm cutting a foot.
Oh, you're cutting a foot. Okay, I was like, yeah, it's 41 something. Yeah, 41 foot 3/4. Yeah, if you cut a foot and then you forget about it. 11 foot, dead center, except for we got a lot of shoveling left.
I got a guy for that.
Yeah, I wonder who did that yesterday. Thanks, buddy.
Cutting a foot, 11 foot, we're fine. We have had these where we didn't double check and the post did not come out dead center.
That's a problem.
We had to redo some things
Yeah.
once or twice. It's better to check it and then pour the concrete in. I think we said that already. Didn't we say that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
that's
a good
pretty
idea.
important.
What's
You hear
even-
that?
yeah.
Dig the hole first.
What's even better is when someone else does it for you and then it's wrong and you didn't check it.
That's the one
Yeah,
you
we don't hire out people to do our footings for that reason.
don't hire out anybody to do anything.
Yeah, for that reason. All right, so you went.
I put my feet there and then flipped up over it.
Go, 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 go. Spread the feet. Oh, no. Oh, go, baby, go. Spread. Oh, going back. There it is.
I'm pretty excited about these decks not being 12 feet off the ground. What about you?
Me too. I'm super happy. Compared to what we're normally doing, this should be a breeze. I mean, there's always room for things to get crazy, but it shouldn't be bad.
Doing the last couple footings here for our posts, and I got a pretty good pro tip, I think, for digging these footings. When you mark it as a square like I have here.
Oh,
Yeah, there you go.
I get it. Okay.
Sometimes the lines disappear as soon as you take the first scoop. So what I do a lot of times is I just run these out
Oh,
so that you have a reference.
Ray France.
See that?
I see that.
That helps, you know, not lose your marks instantly.
That is a good pro tip.
I know, that's why I'm saying it.
I can't believe I didn't think of that.
Come on, man.
Wow.
That's good.
You know what's scary is he's not taking any medicine or anything. It's just like normally how he is.
Jamie's going around and getting an average of our footing depth with the laser.
Wow, that's loud.
We're gonna set our grade pins.
Where's the volume? Oh, there we
Oh,
go.
it does have volume. There you go. We're gonna set our grade pins 8 inches higher than the average.
Here, I got it.
And that'll give us 8 inches of concrete, right?
There we go.
We've done this in a bunch of videos, but here's the gist on the grade pins and the laser reader again.
We have the reader set at the average of the bottom of the footing. Now, the top of the grade peg is going to be 8 inches higher than this, and so we're going to move the reader down that 8 inches, and then that will become the grade for everything that we're going to set here. So I'll just take my tape. I'm just going to move the bracket down 8 inches to right there, and we should be good to go. Simple as this. Boom, top of the bracket, top of the bracket. That was where my measurement went from. So now I can show you right now. It's gonna beep it approximately 8 inches above grade here. It's beeping out right there.
Yep. That looks like about 8 inches.
Yeah, she's going down about 64th every time. Let me check where you're at, John. Yeah, bro, you only got about 10 more inches.
There you go.
Maybe a foot. You got about a foot to go.
All right, that was a demonstration of what we're not doing. What we are gonna do is measure off the bottom of our stick, make a mark, and just chop these with a grinder, because this ground is way too hard to be beating these down like we would normally just beat them down
Well,
until they're at the right grade, but this is rock, so we're gonna cut them.
yeah, we're just making sure that they're not going to go anywhere.
Yeah.
That they're tight and not
Beat
going
them in till they're taut,
and then zip them.
zip them.
All right, that's it. We go through a lot of abrasive grinding discs because we cut metal a lot. I saw this at the store, so I bought it. I thought that would be fun to try. It says how many times the life? 1,000 cuts.
It's right on there.
1,000 cuts.
That's a lot.
Well, it doesn't say how big the cuts are,
1,000 1 millimeter cut.
but I'm willing to
cut
give it a
nice.
try. Well, see, the best thing about this is that the diameter doesn't change,
Right.
you know?
You
So
get
the
the same
RPM
blade
stays
speed.
the same. You get the same high blade speed, and instead of it getting smaller and more terrible, the more you cut.
Yeah. There's our fix if you drive one too deep.
Put another one next to it.
Because you can't pull them out.
No, especially when they're embedded in the rock.
Putting it on there. all I got.
Some girth on that thing?
The next step for us is to throw some 5/8 or number 5 rebar in here. We're gonna do 2 rows. This is not required by code in this area for this type of foundation, but we like to do it. We call it cheap insurance, if you know what I mean. The width, I'm trying to get the width about right, but make sure it's about right before you tie it in some way that we can't adjust it for the chair. I've heard a lot of people call this rebarb, but I think that's that's rhubarb. I'm thinking of the pie, but it's not
heard people say
rebarb.
that too.
Barb is like the little thing at the end of a fishing hook. It's just rebar. It's pretty easy.
All right, give us some real information here.
All right, something real is that we're spacing them off of the ground with these rebar chairs here. These are little spacers.
That was rebarb.
Rebarb. This is gonna, let's see, our footing is 8 inches thick, and this is 3 inches tall.
So it's holding it 3 inches off the ground in the footing.
3 inches off of the bottom of the footing. We're lapping all the joints by 2 feet or greater. That is a code requirement. If this was required by code.
It's not, but you still have to, if you put it in, all right, here's the funny thing. This is not required, but if you put it in here, you have to do it by the code. To meet code, even though this is not even required.
Unless you added it after your inspection.
Like we're doing. We just passed inspection.
You know, I mean, hey.
We're still doing it to code.
So what we're saying is that if I had this in and it wasn't required and my inspector came to look at it and I only lapped my joints by 1 foot, he could fail me. Right?
Right, exactly.
Because it doesn't meet code.
Even though it's not required. I think we're beating a dead horse here.
Okay, you're right. It's a shielded
Aluminum with a copper jacket, a grounding jacket.
It's just one wire, basically.
It is. A lot of shielding.
I mean, I'm not a rocket scientist or anything, but I got a little problem here. I think the track hole looks great right there. I don't think it's going anywhere.
I think I can get out of here. I think I can spin it.
All right, let's see what you got there, bub.
Oh, wow.
Wow! Whoa! Look at that move! Dig Dug!
Reverse, bitch.
Whoa! Hey, good job, bud!
I'm actually super surprised.
Jamie said he's super surprised.
I am. I can't believe that worked. I wouldn't have wanted to do that.
That's pretty impressive. Hey, we got another problem here, though. You just put about 12 feet of dirt back in there.
Oh!
So this is an interesting topic. You can rent one of these things. They don't make you sign anything that says you know how to use it at all, including me. I'm pretty amateur. So if you're doing something for yourself, should you just rent one of these things and go crazy? My opinion, you might be wasting your time unless you've driven one. I said it probably took me 40 to 60 hours like running one to where I was actually efficient at it, where I wasn't just like wasting time. And it's not as easy as you'd think.
No, it's definitely
I mean, it's like kind of like a video game, but harder.
So you know what it runs? What it costs?
Probably $500 a day ish.
Say we rented it for 2 days.
Yeah.
What would it cost if you hired someone to do this?
Probably about the same, probably $1,000 since it was rock. Now, if we could get someone up here and do it one day if it's dirt, it'd probably be $500.
So
and
what's the
$500
benefit
rental.
of renting it?
You can do it exactly like you want.
That's the benefit.
That's the benefit, okay?
Instead of, you could pay someone and not do it yourself, but then you got to coach that person sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes people don't, it's like, take a little more, and they're like, nah, and they're like, it's good. And you're like, no, just come on, please, take a little more. And they're like, no. And so we don't have anybody saying, no, it's good when we're saying, no, we want it a little better.
And you're on your own time.
Yeah, and it's fun to drive it.
Therein lies the truth right there. They just like driving it.
So I do want to buy one at some point. We don't own one, but
Yeah.
someday.
All that digging for us so easy.
Yeah, right, dude. Look at Jono's hand.
So, I mean, that's my take on it. If you feel like you want a challenge, you want to learn something new, get one. You know, I was just thinking while I was driving it, if construction fell through, dude, I'd call up them guys from Gold Rush and say, give me one of them big ones. Just,
Yeah, I'm sure they'd hire you on the spot.
yeah, I can dig.
All the whirly gig.
Hey, we got enough rebar there, Russ?
There's our sleeve for the water line, 2 feet down under the footing. Whoop, up in the crawl space. Got these little dams to keep the footing from flowing out into there when we pour that. That's important. And Jamie probably told us all about that a second ago. It sounds like it's going in.
My thumb is about to die, bud. He's got a...
Oh, that's the safety cap thing, yeah.
Dude.
Yeah, those are terrible. You know, all it took was one guy to blow himself up, and now we all got to suffer with these safety barrels. Safety, what, spouts on these
I think
things?
there's probably more than one guy. I've seen those videos.
So if you don't know, don't dump gas on a fire straight out of the can. Like, put it in a cup and throw the cup. Because
Only throw diesel on the fire.
Yeah, or don't throw gas on a fire ever. Rewind. Don't ever throw gas on a
diesel
fire.
and kerosene.
No, but if you do, don't. But if you do, don't pour it straight out of the can because the flame will travel up the stream into the can and. But don't ever do it.
I would stand 10 feet back and throw a 2 liter of gas in there.
Let's not recommend that one. Do not ever do that.
Please don't. I'll be in trouble.